She's embarrassed now because she's like, why am I flirting with a dead guy? Hi, this is Cass from Aussie Cass Plays, and welcome back to my Shipwrecked Survival Challenge, which is starting with a little bit of a cast change. Simulatrix, thank you for pointing this out. I used the same hair for Jillian and Malakai, and I just didn't notice, which is hilarious. Obviously, the red hair distracted me, but because it's a clumsy alien hair and it's tagged for male and female like most of the hairs are, I just didn't tweak. I did play around with different hairs for Jillian instead, but I decided to change Malakai's hair because he's been here for a while. You can't tell at the moment because she's in a hot weather gear, but I've increased the default hair, increased the length of the default hair for Matilda as well, because I thought, again, they've been here for a while. They obviously have access to a razor because he's not growing a beard. Maybe they don't reliably have access to scissors, or maybe it's just not a priority. I suspect it will be a priority for Jillian. She strikes me as the kind of sim who really cares. But hilariously, just as I loaded this up, I got an attractiveness alert. I swear to you, I did not do this. I did not set this up. I always feel like I have to say that whenever Wonderful Whims is like, hey, these two sims you were planning to get together anyway, really dig each other. Whenever that happens, I'm kind of like, it's cool. I love it when it happens, but I didn't set it up. It just has happened. I don't know what he thinks of her, but I was actually going to have them sit down and eat together and talk. Oh, he thinks she's unattractive. That proves it. I mean, clearly being a ghost is distorting his perspective or something because, he's wrong, but that's okay. Obviously, our main objective for this part is to have him hopefully be resurrected, but we're kind of at the whims of the game for that one because it's a random chance. I thought she'd find the whole bunking down with a ghost thing particularly strange, right? Because obviously, especially because he does leave puddles everywhere. But it's funny how she's the one that is kind of into him and he's not into her. I don't know what that says about her personal preferences. I don't want to use the word kink, but maybe the word kink is applicable here. I was actually worried when the attractiveness alert popped up that it was going to be for Malakai. He is still a teen though. I'd like to be able to make a cake, but we still don't have a fridge. Fridge and a sink are probably my two next priorities, I think, because kind of sick of my Sims having to chuck plates out. He's gonna complain. He's not complaining about the bills. He's actually complaining about being a ghost and drowning. I wouldn't say this in front of Matilda, but it was awful because she's like, hey, what's it like being dead? In fact, that is actually a question they can ask, isn't it? Oh, she wants to flirt with him. Oh my god. I mean, I'll let her. I don't think she's backwards about coming forwards, as the expression goes. Oh, he did not like that. Make a self-deprecating joke. She's embarrassed now because she's like, why am I flirting with a dead guy? So these guys are going to have a little chat. It is 10:30, so I'll switch across and I'll see you guys shortly. All right, we're here. Back to this place that has given us happy, but also very sad. We do still have a +2 bonus though. Speaking of which, I need to have Jillian continue working on island cleanliness today. 4. That's a good start. Via is clearly mad. So 7 is 5 shells wash ashore. I think last time I got this, I just did a heart of Sulani or something. I can't actually remember. I remembered once I was in Build and Buy that last time I had to use conch shells because for some reason you can't see the shells or unless my settings have sort of changed somehow. I'm pretty sure I actually have it set to show me all of the debug and stuff, so it's a bit annoying. Aw, Matilda's decided to go have a nap. Maybe I'll actually have these guys have a conversation, and I am going to have her go and give herself a pep talk. I think Jillian's trying really desperately to, fit in. Not only is she curious about Sebastian, she's never met a ghost, she's attracted to him, but on top of all that, she's just trying to find some connection in this place that's really weird. There's a sim nearby with whom Sebastian feels in tune, even though they barely know each other. Opportunities for conversation and friendship are a happy thing. Presumably it's Malakai, right? Yeah, it is, because they had a first impression. He's like, you're awesome. Where are you? Oh, he's pranking him. He's like, you want to know about being dead? That's actually really funny. Oh, what's this? Awkward comment, awkward encounter. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm going to have her go to the bathroom and then she's actually going to make herself scarce for the day. She's like, I just don't fit in here. She's probably wishing she could go home. Malakai is telling Sebastian about Matilda's theory that there's something that might be able to bring him back. They're kind of having a chat about that. And I think Sebastian doesn't want to get his hopes up, but at the same time, obviously you would get your hopes up. What do you need, buddy? Little Kai. I'm going to age Kai up in this part too. In fact, why don't we age Kai up now? Because it kind of makes sense to me that Sebastian, I feel like interacting with the wishing well should ideally happen at night time. So we could do that a bit later in the day. I'll get him to check the trap. He's like, well, you know, I'm eating their food. I should probably help out. I mean, because ghosts have the same needs as a regular sim. I kind of wish they'd fix that. All right, come in here. Let's age up this baby. I want to see what kind of gorgeous child these two have. Why don't you come in here? You can watch. There's just not a lot of space in here. All right, I'm going to zoom in as much as I can. I'm not going to sell the bassinet either because I figure we'll keep it. If he's made it, that's kind of the premise of how we got it. He's made it. So makes sense to me. Yay, baby Kai. All right, let's see what he gets. Fussy. I mean, I really want to give him independent, but technically I only have to randomize the traits of Sims that come in via the dice roll. I can actually choose his traits. Let's go again. Inquisitive. I like that. Let's do that. So he's got her eyes and hair and a kind of mixed skin tone, which is good. I like it when the game actually kind of seems to get that right. We're going to give him a makeover real quick. Honestly, don't know what I'm going to dress him in because this has to be all stuff they've made. I'll do the best I can with the CC I have because my CC for toddlers is more kind of geared to medieval. Let's have a quick look. I just need to give him eyelashes and maybe I just don't like the skin overlay that comes with the game. What a cutie. Oh my gosh, look at him. All right, you guys, that was pretty tricky. Now what I've done, this is actually a CC feminine cut shirt. But what I figured is it looks like something you could make fairly easily. Like the sleeves are a bit ragged, no reflection on the person who made the CC, but it's got that kind of home created feel, like maybe this has been done with a drawstring around the neck if they don't have elastic, and this could be like a towel or something that they found. So he's pretty much in that. I did give him a grass skirt for one outfit, but what I'm actually thinking, it's not in the rules. Technically with Cass, you can do whatever you want. I kind of like the idea that I spend a small number of shells, like, you know, 2, 5, because I'm effectively paying for story. And basically what they request from Via is a change of clothes for everybody. Because at the moment, the clothes that I have are mostly, I mean, Matilda has the most because she's obviously been here the longest. They're things that it looks like she could have made. That really limits my options, and I have hunted for CC. So, like, this is all stuff she washed up in that with shoes and socks, and this was her bra. This shirt, I figured, again, it looks like something she could have made herself if I'd had something like this. This is an island living one. If it was a toddler cut, I would have put him in that, but I couldn't. Hopefully you guys don't mind. I mean, if you think I'm wasting shells on it, let me know. I can always reimburse myself, but I think I might do that. I might actually do it between parts, so I'm not kind of bogging down recording this in jumping into Cass 50 million times. Now, first thing I'm going to do, I always do this. First thing as soon as I age up a toddler, I'm like, on the potty with you. Oh, he's panicking because he's in the water. Buddy, okay, I'm sorry. I'm going to try and keep him out of the water. I didn't think that would be so bad. It's not very deep. Sebastian sees unrecognizable shapes moving beneath the surface of the water. This looks like an excellent spot for a fisherman of Sebastian's caliber. That first sentence felt like a threat to me. Poor guy. Maybe I should edit him to give him like a negative trait. What is he? He's a loner, loves the outdoors, and he's an angler. He wants to spend his day catching fish. I wonder if I should change loner to maybe erratic. He's been through a really traumatic experience, and I kind of like the idea. Well, I'm not trying to like punish my sim. I don't know. It just feels appropriate that I do that. I know in the Decades Challenge that if a sim goes to war, because there's obviously a few wars, because Decades is like 1900s real life kind of recreation. So World War I, World War II, all of those different wars. If your sim goes to war and comes back, they get a randomly generated negative trait. I'm thinking along those same lines because it's sort of shaping the character. If I could add a fourth trait, I would. I'd let him keep all of his current traits and then add a fourth one. I might actually, what can he craft? I want to get his handiness up. Nothing good. Oh, one of you suggested I actually trade in, like, if he crafts a bar stool from the EA list, or a shelf, or an end table, or whatever, or a dining chair. I hate this dining chair with the little puffy seat. Like, how is he doing that here? That I, once he's crafted it, just trade it out for a different one in the creator sim. Or in build and buy. I really like that idea. Thank you for that suggestion. I think I will do that. Because the idea is that he's obviously got to spend the time to create the thing, not necessarily that the thing that he creates is the thing we have to use. Because I would like to create some lights. These lights are electronic and we can't use them, but it makes sense to me. I'm going to get this little guy to play in the sand. Like I told you guys, I'm monetizing my toddler. He will find shells doing this. Whenever I see fun in a situation like this, I'm like, woohoo! You know, what else are they going to do? All right, it's a bit later in the evening. I had most of my Sims actually have a nap, except for Jillian, who was fine. Also, yes, her and Malakai did spend a little bit of time together before their nap. That's fine. So she's just talking to Sebastian. He will tell her when she starts to talk about it what Malakai told me about the wishing well. She's like, okay, well, I feel really strongly like there's something to it. Can we go? He doesn't want to go because it means going in the water, pretty much in the spot where he drowned as well. So she's like, look, I'll stay with you. We'll be okay. What are you doing, buddy? I'm checking on your toddler. Oh, by the way, look at, he made this autonomously. It's super cute. Look at him. That's not a thumbnail. I don't know what is. So these guys are going to go together. Sebastian put the toddler down. He's like, but I'm really busy. I can't. Oh, baby. Maybe I don't need to give him a treat. I wonder if he'll keep that fear of water when he's alive again, or if it's directly related to the fact he's a ghost who died by drowning. I don't know. This would be quite weird for him, I expect, to see his own grave. At the moment, the wishing well is in the mood for death. So first thing we're going to do is make a large offering. I didn't realize she was so close to needing to pee. That's unfortunate. Maybe I should put a pee bush down. All right. Most pleased and will nearly certainly grant a wish well. All right, it's in a good mood. Make a wish. Wish for life. That was a positive moodlet. That wasn't quite what Sebastian wished for, but the new ingredient that popped into existence in his inventory ought to help. With a few more ingredients and a dash of cooking skill, he could whip up ambrosia. What did we get? An angelfish. I mean, that would have been difficult to get. I don't know what to do with it though, because if I put it in the fridge, they may well use it for cooking. Could he do it again? No. Let's put it back in a good mood. Do I try with her? Youthful vigor, skills, simoleons, happiness. Skills? Dicing with death here. It is in a good mood. When I say dicing with death, I think all of the actual your sim dies outcomes from the wishing well are when it's hooded like Grimm. Yeah, he's going to possess the fish statue. He's just getting to know the place where he used to live, I guess. I'd like some skills. She's pretty happy. Painting level 2. Look, the fish wasn't what I was hoping for. We'll come back again. I don't know how often you can use it. We'll come back again another day. All right, these guys have come back to the house and he's terrified because he had to swim again. So his hydrophobia moodlet is dominant. I've just got him hiding under the covers for a bit and then he'll go to sleep. I am going to spend some shells tonight. I'm going to spend 15. I want to buy a sink. They do need to get off the grid though. I'm also going to store the angelfish in here. I don't think it matters if it's off for the purposes of ambrosia. The problem is we are never going to get a death flower unless the wishing well gives us a death flower next. 14, 15. Oh, the toddler toy. Let's give that to Kai as well. So she's wishing for a sink. Oh, Malakai's a picky eater. Are you kidding me? I need to age these two up. They really should be adults by now. Sebastian woke up in a cold sweat from a nightmare about a nightmare. Oh, baby. And now bees? Honestly, he's having a very bad time of it. Not that he really thought, I think, that he'd get resurrected by a wishing well. Having now interacted with it, he probably is more likely to think it could happen. Look, we have a sink now. It's kind of one of those, your hopes have been raised super high and then dashed. We're going to add ice. The ice needs to be done daily. That's not a thing I realized. It goes down really quick. We obviously have a dice roll coming up. I will do one more day in this part. I do want to have another crack at the wishing well, but I don't know how often you can do it. I might have another crack at Jillian and Sebastian talking to each other. She obviously has realized now that the full-on flirt maybe wasn't the go, because he probably was like, I'm not your ghost kink fantasy. Do you know what I mean? Like, how dare? Oh, they can brush their teeth now. I can have my Sims brush their teeth. I'm so excited. Oh, these guys are talking autonomously. She's complaining. I think I kind of want him to maybe apologize because he got a bit snappy with her yesterday. She's like, ugh, puddles. This guy's so wet. Yeah, there's puddles. No, come out here. Order him to clean. That's a bit harsh. She wants to like flirt with him still. She's tense. I don't think she would right now. She's going to share some melancholy thoughts because he's like, look, explaining about how he had a nightmare last night. He can't shake his fear of the ocean. And she's sharing her sad thoughts as well. She's like, it's really hard. She doesn't like fishing, but she's going to discuss the fishing and be like, how does it go here? And he's like, look, I mean, it's not bad, but obviously the range of fish you can get isn't as broad as you could get elsewhere. Oh, she's identified the goldfish. She's really starting out strong. Tell an engaging story. I'm just going to leave them to it. Oh, he's mopping the puddle now. He must have got the hint. Earthquake! Or is it bombs? Looks like it's just an earthquake. He's like, I was thinking the land was safe. Now the land is not safe either. I'm going to go roll some dice and see how it goes. I'm back in Sophie's dice, and I guess wish me luck. I always start with Kano. It's because he's on the left. Alphabetical, I guess. He gave us a 4 again. She gave us a 1 again. So that's 5 more shells. I guess we could trade those in for the clothes. It's a bit samey, but that's all right. The deities are kind of like, I think it's interesting that both times Kano gave us the 4 and Vaya gave us the 1. There was one comment that suggested if Kano and Vaya are married and Kano has developed an attachment to Matilda that means he lashes out at Malakai, then maybe Vaya's jealous, which would be very Greek god-esque, Zeus and Hera kind of thing. Maybe she's just trying to spy Kano. Or maybe she's fickle, like the dice are. Alright, you guys, I'm back in game. I've got the shells. Now, because I want to have the guys attempt again at the wishing well, I'm thinking that I'm gonna kind of fast play through today. I'm gonna probably have them focus mostly on beachcombing. Jillian's just gone to do her daily cleanup. Oh, why are you scared? I didn't think toddlers could get the afraid moodlets. I thought they got tense. I didn't think they changed that. This is the kind of teamwork I like to see from my Sims. Look at them. They're getting it done. So we did it right today. We got, I think, one of the fingers. I can't remember how many shells. I think we had like 3. So between all of that and the shells that washed up, we're on 24. So that's more than halfway to a new room. I do like the idea of getting a new room because it's been very difficult to deconflict when they go to the bathroom. See, again. So he had a nap. Matilda's going to insist they go back up. So I'm going to take them back up to the wishing well. Oh, he's digging for stuff on his own. Whenever they do chores autonomously, and I consider this a chore in this save, I always think it's super cute. All right, we're back. It's actually a little bit later than last time. Looks like it's in a good mood to start with, actually, but I am gonna grease the wheels, so to speak. Yes, her and her boyfriend did woohoo again. I'm actually gonna age them up. I might do it off camera, although I should probably show you guys what traits I give them. All right, we're gonna wish for life again. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Just because Sebastian is a ghost doesn't mean he can't appreciate the value of a simoleon. And that one, the one he just threw down the bottom of the creepy well, appears to have been wasted. Not even a ghost would dare lower themselves to go in to retrieve it. Jack wishing well. So I guess we know we can do it daily now. I'm gonna wrap this part up here, I think. We haven't had much luck in bringing Sebastian back, but I feel like we've made a little bit of progress. We've at least got a sink now. I'm gonna have them continue to save up for another room. Once I have another 4x4 room, I'll put the bathroom in it, and I'm actually gonna make the toilet be a separate room, separate access point, so they can go to the toilet. Plus that means we can move the dining stuff inside, and I can have Malakai maybe make some more chairs. So he's feeling pretty energized despite the 2 failed wishes. We'll keep trying every night until he's back with us one way or another. If you have enjoyed, please like and subscribe. You know the drill. Don't forget to wash your hands, and I will catch you next time. Thanks for watching.